Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here's part 2, the French version of Wheel of Fortune. Now, I knew about this version for years. I remember coming across a picture online of a fully packaged copy of the French Wheel of Fortune game. And this was many years ago. I want to say like mid-late 2000s. Now, that prompted me to look on France's eBay a few years later to see if I can try and find any copies of this version of the game. And as it turns out, there was this one seller on France's eBay. So what I did was I didn't look through eBay.com. Rather, I looked through ebay.fr, which was France's eBay. So I went through some listings, see if I could find any listings of the French game, and sure enough, I saw a new and packaged copy going for €100. Now, while the cost didn't bother me, as I had been employed for just over a year at that point, the big hurdle was the seller was not willing to ship it anywhere outside of France. So I came across this back, I want to say, sometime in the fall of 2015. Well, weeks passed and then months, and it was still up there. Finally, in February of 2016, I sent a message to the seller using Google Translate to help. So I sent a message to him in both French as well as English, telling him, hey, listen, I live in Chicago, but if you're willing to ship it outside of France, I'll be more than willing to buy it. Well, the next day, I get a reply from the seller telling him why he was so unwilling to ship it outside of France. He got burned doing so once before. And although it was disappointing, I couldn't help but chuckle because I'm thinking to myself, sir, I cannot blame you. That's the best reason I can think of for you to not sell something internationally. So I was just about ready to tell myself to forget it when the day after that, I got a message from him telling me, hey, listen, I just came across a good shipping service, so if you still want it, I'll change the, I'm willing to ship it worldwide. So I take a look at another listing, saw that he was willing to ship it worldwide, and without any more hesitation, I bought it. And so I had to wait 2 weeks. I had no tracking number, no nothing. And then all of a sudden, just 2 weeks after I bought it, it came in. And this is it. This is all of them. Here's the packaging. Here's the rear. Here's the cartridge for dust protection. Here's the instruction booklet, here's the packaging layout, and here's the game itself. Gameplay-wise, it's very similar to Tiger's American game from 1996. And you still have your bankrupt space, you have your lose a turn space, you have your free spin space. France and a lot of European countries called their free spin space Joker. Now, whereas vowels cost $250 on the US game, just like they do on the American version of the show, vowels cost 1,000 francs. Now, yes, values are not in dollars. They are not in euros either. They were in France's old currency before switching to the euro, the franc, F-R-A-N-C. For rounds 1 and 2, 3,000 francs is the top value. 10,000 francs is the top value for round 3. These are the letters you choose from in the bonus round, E, T, A, P, E. And as I said, vowels cost 1,000 francs. However, there is a bug that can take away 10,000 francs rather than 1,000 if you have a 5-digit score and a 0 and is the thousands digit. It may have to do with the fact that when the score readout is shown, it's not properly. Sometimes when the score is 00, the double zeros are not properly aligned. So if you have a 5-digit score and the 0 is the thousands digit, whatever you do, don't buy a vowel. See if you can try and get the score to something other, to show something other than a 0 in the thousands digit. If it's 1 through 9, you should be fine. You can buy a vowel, but just be careful. Just if you're going to buy repeated vowels, just keep tabs on your score. Now, possibly due to the fact that the French version can only fit so many words into a 2x10 puzzle board, despite the fact that they did announce expansion cartridges, as far as I know, they did not release any. I've been looking obsessively for any evidence of such. As far as I know, no expansion cartridges exist. All you have is the dust protector. So, however, the German version released some puzzle cartridges, and I will discuss that version in part 3.